Shalom, Alwan. You hear me, sir?
Hey, shalom. Can you hear me?
Count, I hear you loud and clear, sir.
Yeah, most
How about you, man? Shabakatah.
Y'all bashing me shabakata. Yeah, we should be good now. Hey, shalom, Israel. Yahweh. Bashim Yahushai Barakatam to all my brothers. Yashamalatan Bashim Yahushai to all my sisters. Man, if you don't know the oppressor is the devil, you never know.
Yeah. How's everything, sir?
Man, I bust a big sweat trying to get the show started. Yeah, change shit. Real talk.
No sweat, Alwan. No sweat, sir.
Yeah, man. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing Tawab, sir. How about yourself?
Man, listen. You already know. Another day in hell, brother.
Con, sir. Damn right.
Yeah, man. Salak, brothers and sisters. I know you all always tune into, you know what I mean, Unplugged from the Matrix with priest and officers, Ayazab and Tabawan Yahawada. We're not going to take too long before we get into the stories. You know what I mean? We're going to clip it on time. So this show is going to be like an hour and a half. But we start real late, and it's not our fault. You know what I mean? Shit happens, especially when you're doing the work of the Lord. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
So, without any further ado, my brother from another mother, my co-host,
Shalom.
With the most.
Nah, bro, that ain't me, bro. That's you, bro.
Don't do that.
Come on, Alwan.
Yeah, don't do that.
Come on, man. You know it's your world. I'm just visiting.
Man, listen.
It's yours.
Most High in Christ. Hey, big up to man General Yohana, all the general captains, officers, you know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
Men above us, you know what I'm saying?
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Sisters, babies. You know the thing already.
Con, sir.
What do we have for the people today, brother?
Con. We got, oh man, this.
Or Salaki, you just want to jump into the stories. You know what I mean? because we already, late.
I mean, I don't mind giving a quick synopsis, quick, like a little, just to let them know, remind everybody. Shalom, everybody. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabbat, all the brothers. Yahweh Shema, Alatah Bashim Yahweh all the sisters. Of course, this is the Unplugged from the Matrix podcast featuring myself, Officer 500 of the ISUPK, Tabawan, Salaki, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, and of course, my co-host and my Otawan, you know what I'm saying? My brother, my Lord, man, Officer of 1,000, you know what I'm saying? Ayaz Ahab, you know what I'm saying? So, of course, this show is brought to you by the ISUPK under commanding General Yohana,
Right.
okay? And the ISUPK, we teach the truth according to the Bible, and this show does nothing different. But this show particularly, we bring out the stories and the articles and the different things to show our people and prove every single day, once and for all, even though we're going to have to do it every week, because our people, as the scriptures say, are stiff-necked people, but it's no sweat. We love our people. So we're going to keep fighting and keep working. We're going to show you that this place is a lie. You understand? The America that you have been spoon-fed and taught is the land of the free and the home of the brave and the place where you're gonna, basically you're gonna get all your dreams accomplished and everything. That is a lie. You understand? Like the Matrix, you understand? This place is just an illusion. All of these things are an illusion. The American dream is an illusion. Your freedom is an illusion. The reality is you are a slave. If you're Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you understand? You are not free. And this place, as the scriptures say, is not your rest. This is the land of your captivity. And every day we don't got to do much work in this regard because America shows it every day. And when we say America, we don't just mean the landmass of the United States. We're talking about South America. We're talking about Mexico. We're talking about Central America. We're talking about Canada. We're talking about the UK. We're talking about the Caribbean. You understand? America's stronghold is on the entire earth. The scriptures say that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. There's nowhere you can go where America's ways and ideologies are not promulgated throughout the four corners. Okay, so this show is all about showing you, who you really are, what's really going on, so that way you don't have to believe in the lies anymore. You don't have to accept them. And then, like the scriptures say, the truth shall set you free. You understand? So with that being said, Otawan, we got so many. So I sent you a bunch of stories because we got a lot has happened in the past week. Quite a bit has happened. We can start from just about anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But let me go to the list here. I didn't get something on Bill Cosby. Did you want it? Because we could pull something up on him real fast if you want to.
No, leave Cosby alone for the way. We have interesting issues in the Black community, like the transgender issue we have, and all of that foolishness we have going on. That sister that was tested for marijuana. I want us to touch on that as well. And whatever else you see, you know what I'm saying? That we can.
Well, here's a not a simple one, but this is one that caught my attention. And again, it's not going to get as much press as some other things. It's not going to get as much attention, but this is a local story. Again, the Unplugged from the Matrix podcast is broadcasted primarily from North Carolina, where my brother, Officer Ayaz Ahab, and myself, you know what I'm saying, live currently. So this is a local story, all right? But it has made international news. It's just not making waves as much as some other things. But this story, if you could pull this one up, about the two brothers who were given $75 million out of one.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that one.
Let's pull that one up. And we're going to get some scriptures to talk about it too, man. This is a goddamn, I try not to use profanity, an effing nightmare. What happened to these two actual blood brothers, like in the world, blood brothers. A nightmare. Okay. Now, I'm not, I don't like really to show my age or whatever, but honestly, I don't really care about it that much. It is what it is. I am 32 years old. Okay. These brothers that we are about to read about were just released from prison after spending almost 31 years in prison. 31. I was born in 89. These brothers were convicted and arrested and jailed or sent to a penitentiary in 1990, I believe. Okay. And they have just been released after their conviction. What, did they serve their time? Is that what happened? No. Was it good behavior? No. Was there some kind of legal mishandlings like the Cosby situation where they had to be released because the lawyers did something wrong or the prosecution or the DA did something wrong? No. These brothers were released from prison because their conviction was overturned because they were found to be innocent. 31 years after the fact. Let that sink in your spirit. 31 years spending in a federal penitentiary having to ask to go to the bathroom every time you want to go, for the most part. I don't see this happening to nobody else, Adawan.
None.
I keep hearing a story every other week.
Show me the Asian man or woman that has happened to, or the Arab or
Khan or Khan,
and so on and so forth.
Yeah, Khan. Where's the French Montanas getting 30 years in jail? You know what I'm saying, for a crime that they did not commit, and then they just let them out and give them some money. Let's read it. Let's get into it. Salaki, sir.
Come on.
It says 2 black brothers were awarded $75 million. Yeah, they tried to start with that. Were awarded $75 million.
Yeah, like it's so much of a good thing, you know what I'm saying? After they were wrongly accused, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Khan.
The oppressor is
disgusting.
Salaki.
Khan. No, you right out of one. Salaki, sir. 2 black brothers were awarded $75 million after false rape murder convictions led to more than 30 years in prison. Okay. In this September 3rd, 2014 file photo, Henry McCollum walks out of prison after being released from Central Prison in Raleigh. Central Prison, you understand, is my mother worked there about 2 years ago. You understand? It is literally right in downtown Raleigh. You understand? It's one of the biggest prisons in the state. And they were released. So my timing is a little bit off in terms of when they got convicted and put in jail. But they just recently got this this settlement, so to speak, like a month ago. So it says a jury awarded 2 brothers $75 million after they spent nearly 31 years wrongfully imprisoned. The 2 were released in 2014 after new DNA evidence linked a convicted murderer to the crime. The payout followed a civil rights case the brothers have pursued against law enforcement since 2015. A North Carolina jury awarded 2 black brothers who were wrongfully convicted of the rape and murder of an 11-year-old girl in 1983 a combined $75 million in compensatory damages after they spent 3 decades in prison. The 2 men were freed in 2014 when the North Carolina Innocence Inquiry Commission announced new DNA evidence implicated a convicted murderer in the crime and exonerated the 2 brothers after they had spent 30 years, 11 months, and 7 days in prison. Henry McCollum and Leo Brown, both intellectually disabled, man. I mean, were 20 and 16 at the time they were sentenced to death row after being convicted on the basis of confessions that for years they had argued were coerced. Brown, now 53 years old, was North Carolina's youngest death row inmate before he was resentenced to life in prison. And McCollum, now 57, became the state's longest serving death row inmate, according to the News Observer. I have to stop there. I mean, what do you say to,
what do I say?
He was the youngest ever on death row in the state. He was so there's so much happening in three paragraphs. He was 16 years old.
Yeah. He was a big man in their eyes, you know what I'm saying? He was an adult. He was tried as an adult. And
Khan.
even if he was wrongfully accused of, or what's the word they use in court? I don't want to sound politically correct, but you know what I mean. Charged with crime of raping and all of that stuff. You see, I personally don't have much to say. Why I don't have much to say is because, I bet he's still a Christian, not bashing the brothers, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
or anything. I know they're Christians, you know what I mean. He's intellectually disabled, meaning what? Like this man can't function properly in society because
Right.
of the psychological damage that he had to
Right.
go through while in prison and all of that stuff. And knowing in his heart, well, in his mind, that I didn't commit this crime, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Neither did my brother. And we have to ask, as you said earlier on, to go to the bathroom. We have to ask for food. We have to ask for everything. Your rights and everything stripped away from you. Now, give me that scripture. It says, when the righteous is authority.
Come.
And our viewers going to see the reason why I pulled that scripture. You know what I'm saying? It's self-explanatory, but y'all gonna see why we pull in this scripture. You have that, brother?
Come, sir.
Babakasha.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
When the righteous are in authority,
When
the people
when the righteous are in authority, that means when a law-abiding group of people, when it comes to the laws of God, are in authority, people who have a certain moral compass, you know what I'm saying? A people who has, you know what I'm saying, a certain level of compassion, you know what I mean?
Come.
And love and care. Keep going.
Come.
When the righteous,
When the righteous are in authority,
mhm,
the people rejoice.
the people will rejoice. So in other words, this brother, if the righteous was in rulership, his case would be tried properly. The investigation would be properly done, not because of the color of his skin. Yes, oh well, they did it and whatever. Just slap them and put them in jail because, the 13th Amendment is the reason why a lot of our brothers in jail, because we could go in there and work for cheap to help, the economy of America. They put it right there in their Constitution, you know what I mean? And a lot of people don't know that. So if the righteous is in authority, the people rejoice. Keep going, brother.
Con. But when the wicked beareth rule.
Slow down. You said something in the in your opening statement. You said the earth is given to the hand of the wicked.
Come.
So when the what?
But when the wicked,
right? When the oppressor and these other nations, when the wicked,
Salakia, when the wicked beareth rule.
Right, when the wicked is in authority, when the wicked runs America, when the wicked runs Europe, when the wicked runs Russia, when the wicked runs all over the earth with their laws and policies and different ideologies and philosophies, when the wicked, go ahead.
Come. When the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
The brothers are psychologically, how to say it? They're intellectually disabled.
Right, intellectually disabled. Like they're basically, for lack of a better word, they're kind of slow, they would say.
Right. And God knows what hell these brothers have to face
out
of the prison.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Con.
When the wicked bear rule or in authority, you know what I'm saying, the people will mourn. Things like that will happen to us because we subscribe to Martin Luther King doctrine.
That's right.
We decide we love Christianity and Rastafarianism and Islam and all these things over the law, statutes, and commandments and the true priest and prophet of God.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Come.
So now we have the wicked over top of us.
Come.
This is the reason why our brothers had to go through what they go through. And no amount of money can change the time wasted inside of that prison. No amount of money gonna reverse the psychological damage that these brothers had to endure for that 32 years that they were in prison.
That's right. Damn right.
You know what I'm saying, Tabawan?
Con. No, damn right. Con. So that's hitting the nail on the head. And it's really sad if you think about it in the levels of just wickedness that we're seeing here. If I may, so I want to read a precept
Come
real
on.
quick. I'm gonna go ahead and read it. This is the book of Psalms, Psalm chapter 27 and verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
Deliver me not over unto the will of mine enemies.
That's
For
beautiful.
come, sir.
Right there. King David is saying that.
Come.
And this is a lesson for, you know what I'm saying, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Since 1969, under Commanding General Yohana, right now, who is the leader of the nation of Israel, we've been saying these things. And I had to bring my screen down so you can see ISUPK, you know what I'm saying, on my t-shirt. Why? Because this is our sanctuary. This is our home. You know what I mean? And inside of the ISUPK, we get taught stuff like this, like what King David is saying.
That's right.
Read that again from the top, Babu Dusha. That's
sir. The book of Psalms, chapter 27 and verse 12. Deliver me not over unto the will of mine enemies. For false witnesses are
slow down to water. For false witnesses, pale face speak with a forked tongue. For the wicked, for the oppressor, for the devil the Bible speaks of, will do what? False witnesses?
For false witnesses are risen up against me.
Every day inside of America. You wanted to add anything to that?
Sir. Khan, I just wanted to say real quick, like this is the reality of being black in America. It's like false witnesses are risen up against us. Everything we have the worst reputation for criminality in America. Meanwhile, that's a false accusation or a false witness because we're not the biggest criminals in America. Right. You know what I'm saying? We've never been the biggest criminals in America. Are there some of us who commit crimes? Absolutely. But not at necessarily any higher rate than these other nations or these devils. And furthermore, every single week and day and month, there's a new story like the one we're reading right now where a case has to be overturned because it is revealed that the people some brother or sister who was convicted of a crime was innocent. And they have to overturn it. So these brothers right here are an example. They were turned over to the will of their enemies. The Bible doesn't say turn over to the will of your friends. Turn over to the will of your buddies and your homies. You know what I'm saying? It says turn over to the will of your enemies. And it is the will of our enemies, again, that we be locked in the prison houses as the scripture says. So that's all I want to say on that one. Yes, sir.
You're damn right, brother. You're damn right. Absolutely right. And that's a heavy scripture right there. That is a scripture that Christians should be reading every day. Why am I saying? I'm saying this because when you decide to celebrate your birthday and worship, you know what I'm saying, Caesar Borgia and Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day and Christmas and all of that stuff, you actually just giving our people into the hands of the wicked. You turn people directly over to the hands of the wicked.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And the false accusers who blatantly every single day through the media, television programs, movies, and all of that, even in the music, you know what I'm saying, destroy the real and true reputation of the saints, man. That's you know what I mean? They cover up the faces of the judges. And why am I saying they cover up the faces of the judges? Is because when you remove a people from their true identity and then you throw something else on them, they're destroyed automatically. Two ways about it. You know what I mean? That was scripture, brother.
There's one more part on it. Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Let me just finish it. And such as breathe out cruelty.
And such as breathe out cruelty. What happened to these two brothers was cruel, man. They was not tried properly. The investigation wasn't done properly. Just because they were black, automatically, you know what I'm saying, that stereotype was thrown on them. Yes, they did it. And then 32 years later, you know what I mean, guess what? They're innocent. They had to be paid $75 million to try to act like, yo, we're doing something for them because we were wrong and blah, blah, blah. Well, goddamn your wrongness or whatever the case.
That's right.
Their state of mind is not even on the path where they could utilize that money for their community or for their family or for the people. Probably other family members who greedy And our Christians gonna take that money and do other wicked stuff with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You know what I mean? But that money is not gonna serve them any true purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Con. They'll never be the same, out of one. I mean, even you take into account already that they had some mental disabilities, then take into account they spent. And then this is what I'm saying. We talked about it last week, where someone, it might have been either the last week or the week before, but someone falsely accused a brother. You understand? And yeah, I forgot exactly what the case was, but somebody had falsely accused this brother. Oh, I know what it was. They claimed he had a gun. They claimed he pointed a gun at them. Remember that one, out of one?
Right,
someone claimed that he pointed a gun at them, and the police came, and he was like, I don't even carry a gun, and they had handcuffs, all of that. And we talked about how diabolical it is to accuse a black man of having a gun when he didn't do it, because unlike some other nation, the first thing they're going to do when they hear black man, gun, they're going to say 1 + 1 = whatever the hell I want to do, and they're going to take that and they're going to come out with guns blazing. That brother was lucky that he wasn't killed. It's the same thing with this. You convict a black man because it's easy to convict a black man. It's easy to convince a jury that a black man raped somebody. It's easy to convince a jury that a black man murdered somebody. Now you send them in a penitentiary where it's a known fact that rapist and child murder. Listen, remember, it was an 11-year-old girl who was raped and murdered. An 11-year-old girl raped and murdered, and you send both of these brothers to jail. What do you think their treatment was like in there? You think them brothers in the penitentiary want to hear, I didn't do it?
Right.
No. Them brothers probably went through hell. I don't even want to say some of the heinous things they probably experienced at the hands of other inmates, you know what I'm saying, who in their mind was doing the right thing by tormenting what they, based on conviction, believed to be two child murderers / rapists. And then you let them out with $75 million. Like, that's any consolation for what they've been through. It can't even amount, no amount of money, and it's no different than being in hell in America. No amount of money, man, no amount of reparations could ever pay for them doing this times 1,000 for the past 500 years, 500 years. They can never repay it. You understand? And so they basically already killed these two brothers, damn near.
And so like, if I may, brother, I just sent you a picture, and we're gonna segue slowly into this story. Now, this story happened in the island of Dominica, right? And I don't know if that's too graphic, but we're gonna put it up anyway.
Okay.
We're gonna put it up anyway. So let me see if I can grab it real quick. Just bear with me, Baba Kusha.
So take your time. Yeah, if you want, I can screen share it and put it up.
Yeah, Baba Kusha. Yeah. And let me just talk about this real quick, because Officer Tabawan brought out something very heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, the things that we do as Blacks, Latinos, and Native American inside of North, South, and Central America and the Caribbean and stuff like that is as a result of us learning from our oppressor, learning to be wicked, learning to be, you know what I'm saying, the most disgusting and vile people on the face of the earth. You know what I mean? Now, this story, I got this story over I would say the past 2 days, and I had it. Shalom, Yao Shamal Tanba Hashim Yao Shai to the sisters inside of the chat, and Yaba Shimon Shabrakatam to the brothers also inside of the chat. Hey, don't forget, quick sidebar real quick, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Unplug from the Matrix. You know what I mean? Like us, friend us on Facebook. Don't forget, we everywhere. You know what I mean? We pushing this truth all over the earth. You know what I mean? All over the earth. I'm going to play a little clip from one of the sisters down in the islands who knew this brother and knew what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm also going to send you one other picture, Tabawan. One more picture, if I could. Salakia. And this is a rape case. This is a rape case. And the reason why I'm bringing this out is because we have to learn to conduct ourselves. We have to be able to be moral, standing people. What the scripture say? If these people keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, the other nations going to see them as righteous people, or however it is quoted. I'm just paraphrasing. And this is what we want. We want our reputation to be clean. We want our reputation to be solid and not be, you know what I'm saying, tarnished because of our behavior. You know what I mean? Let me play this real quick. Can you put the video up for me, brother?
I'm trying to do the screen capture right now, but it's kind of. I think my settings is a little.
It's a little off.
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can grab it. Or probably I need to stop my screen share, and then you could go ahead. I don't want to take too long with.
No, Con. Yeah, you might just have to go ahead and you know what I'm saying, like screen share, because right now some of my like my system here is not, I guess, not already kind of tailored to it. I'm trying to screen share from the messages.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like kind of giving me a little bit of a problem.
All right, no problem, brother. I got you.
I think I know. Okay, I know what to do. I might be good, sir.
You good?
1 second. I think I might. I just gotta just change this real fast. I'm already here. Boom.
I got it though.
You got it, so you don't need me?
No, you too wild.
Count. Yeah, I figured out what to do, but yeah, I can't do it while I'm already on the StreamYard.
Got you. So the reason why I'm bringing up this picture right here, this is a 12-year-old girl. She looks young and nice. You know what I mean? Growing up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Going to school. As you can see, she got her school uniform and stuff like that. So what happened was this brother was friends with another brother, and he found interest in this little child. You know what I'm saying? He found interest in this little child right here.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result of that, any good father, you know what I mean, would protect their offspring. You know what I mean? They would do whatever is necessary to ensure that their offspring is well taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
So what we had was, because this brother was so wicked to his brother, which means he trespassed against his brother. Right now, he has an out with his brother by sleeping with his brother's daughter at 12 years old, a grown man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Sleeping with a 12-year-old. The result is the picture I'm going to pull up right now. I'm going to pull up this picture right now. Let me close this off and then go back in here. I'm going to pull this picture up. It's graphic. This is in the islands. Let's take a look at this, Israel, real closely. If we don't understand that our laws, statutes, and commandments right now, wherever we are as Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, is of utmost importance, this is what is the result of everything. Whether it's from each other, whether it's from the oppressor, whether it's from the other so-called heathens and stuff like that. This is a sad case where a brother, you know what I'm saying, it's as a matter of fact, let me play the clip that I was going to play, so y'all can I'm leaving that shit on the screen, because for brothers who love to go after young girls, I'm not praying that you continue doing it. I'm praying that you stop doing it.
That boy he likes to go for underage, and then mothers and fathers that don't care about their kids, they live nice. Two girls in particular he make kids with. Both of them, they were hooked on cocaine. Well, one is still hooked on cocaine, and the other one, her mother had to leave St. Martin or wherever and come and get her out in Dominican. The girl was thick and nice. The girl come like a stick. That's all he does. So Darius knows what's going on. At the end of the day, he and Darius were boys. They were boys. That's a little girl. She now turned 16 years. I mean, after all, okay, you get the man child pregnant all in court, because it's already so bad that all you was good friends, and you get the man child pregnant at 12 years. All right. You still sneaking around taking the man child. You so freaking bold and disrespectful. You taking the child phone and you texting the father and telling the father, look, he's down there because you feel you're a drug man because he's a little cocaine here and there. That he wouldn't come. I tell you, Darius' mistake was not taking off his phone.
She was going on a rant about whatever. But this case right here, brother, I'm trying to tell you, like, it's very, very, very rare that I'll bring up stuff like that. But when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, the rape and the child molestation and all of that stuff inside of the black community all over the earth, it's unacceptable. And this is one of the results of it. You know what I'm saying? And where did we learn all of that from? We learned all of that from the Christian church. Because you get touched in the Christian church, you become a big man and you don't want to be in the church. You know what's going to happen? As the girl said, you're going to sell drugs. You're going to do this because you don't want to be in the church being, you know what I'm saying, soft and effeminate and all that stuff. You're going to do all of that stuff. And then some of the things that happen to you, you're going to pass it down onto other people. Right. You're going to sleep with a little girl, you know what I'm saying, a 12-year-old, get her pregnant, and then sneak around with her and use her phone to text her father blatantly to piss him off. Unplug from the matrix, man. Unplug from the matrix.
Come on. No, that's real. No, that's very real, and it shows the sickness within our community. And make no mistake about it, our problem since day one, this is in the Bible, our problem since day one has always been our attraction to what the other nations did naturally. Right. The other nations, don't get it twisted, if I may, Ottawa. No. The other nations are pedophiles. Naturally. Rapists and murderers. Like and that's and they're gay. Gays, I think that's the word they like. They are gay. That's their culture. You can look it up. You can put it in your Google machine. It's not something that is. It is a. For example, we just brought this out. Officer Yarmat brought this out on Tuesday. It is a known historical fact, like a fact, that who the oppressor believes is probably, if not the greatest, one of the greatest generals in the history of the world, and one of the greatest military minds is Alexander the Great. It is a known historical fact that Alexander the Great did not like women. It's known. It is a known fact that he did not like women and that he liked little boys. You understand? You can look this up easily, and that was their culture. No one was going to say anything to him. It wasn't illegal. It wasn't wrong. You understand? I study these things. There are entire books, Devil's Oppressors. They have books where they try to explain why, like, pedophilia is like kind of wrong, but kind of not. That's how their brain works. They're not like us. You know what I'm saying? What's right and wrong is a scripture that says, you know what I'm saying, that the laws be written in our hearts. We have a cultural vibe, a spirit, because of who we are. Our spirit tells us, the majority of us, that a child is not for sex. Right. They'll get there one day, but not yet. Let them. I remember General Muhammad saying it and putting it in such a tawab way when he was cutting them disgusting fake Israelites. You know who I'm talking about. When he was cutting them, and he said, you know, let the fruit get ripe. Like, don't pick it off the tree before it's ready to even be eaten. Let it get to where it's supposed to go first. Right. If you're that lustful and that hungry and that thirsty, you have a problem. You understand? And that is a demon that is plaguing our community that only now people are talking about more and more. And I'm glad that you brought this out, Ottawa, because again, it is a wake-up call to our people to see what's going on. This is not no damn fairy tale, man. This is not Cinderella. This is not Snow White, and it is not, you know, some awesome, like the scriptures say, it's not our rest, man. And like you said, whether it's coming from the oppressor or coming from us or other heathen nations, it's all in part of the same cycle.
Right.
That brother, who knows what happened to that brother? I think Kevin Gates just did the podcast with Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, Mike Tyson, we know he's smoking all the weed, and we don't approve of that. But nonetheless, they did the podcast, and Kevin Gates said basically for the first time he was molested when he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? And Mike Tyson said the same thing, and both of them said that that's why they became angry, like, you know, violent people. You know what I'm saying?
And sexual deviance.
And sexual deviance. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Gates is a sexual. He has said things that would suggest he's a sexual deviant. Mike Tyson went to jail for rape.
Mm-hmm.
And he said out of his own mouth, he said the girl who he went to jail for, was it Desiree Washington? I forgot her last name. Mm-hmm. He said out of his own mouth, he said, I never took advantage of her. He said, I'm not going to lie, I took advantage of other women, but not her. So, yeah, that case they might have got wrong, but he admitted out of his own mouth that he had basically raped people before. You know what I'm saying? So that's a great point you bringing out, Adawan. And it just shows in relation to what these two brothers went through. You understand? This is not a damn joke, man. Like, we cannot take these laws, statutes, and commandments lightly. We can't, because this is either going to end up in jail, and even if you're not a rapist, people are going to think you're a rapist, and you're going to end up, who knows, maybe getting raped yourself. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe getting, harmed in some horrible way for 31 years for a crime you didn't commit.
Right.
Or you're going to end up dead in somebody's, grass somewhere. You're going to end up dead in the grass somewhere because you couldn't control your lust, because you was that Christian church, man. That Christianity is so strong in you, and being weak is to you like some kind of badge of honor. Right. No, you're going to go, you see that little girl and you get a little tickle in your belly. You're going to go do something, because you can't control yourself. You understand? It's very disgusting, Adawan. I mean, it's just wild to hear these things consistently.
Right. And one of the things that I heard the sister say is he got the young girl strung out on cocaine. Mm-hmm. Who does that remind you of?
You said, who does that remind me of, sir?
Yeah, like who does that? Pimps.
A lot of people do it. Pimps are known for doing it, but most pimps will say they don't do that. But pimps definitely do it. Especially you're really low, just like the worst of the worst pimps. They definitely got they women on drugs. And most pimps, like, that's a great point, sir, because most of them, the ones who don't last and end up, just kind of going and minding their business somewhere, mm-hmm. Most pimps who get locked up, what's the main charge they usually get? Trafficking minors.
Yeah.
Count on one count. You on it right now, I don't want. That's heavy. Most pimps get in trouble for trafficking underage girls.
So that's what the brother was doing. His brother, mm-hmm. They were good friends, and he did that to her and other girls. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And where we learn how to be the best pimp?
The devil.
Yes, but bring it home. A sister, that's a sister, right? A sister said, "Them devils." Yes, sis, you're absolutely right. But bring it home for me. Mm. Where do the bulk of our people go to learn exactly how to be like the devil? I mean, it's obvious. We've been saying it since 1969. God in the Christian church, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we go to learn all that foolishness.
That's right.
Your pastor in your church that whoever going to see on Sunday and Saturday or Wednesday choir practice, he's gay, and he's a pimp. That's why the church filled with women.
Good night.
This is not nothing new.
Come on.
We all know what you all know what we're talking about. Anyway, we can get off of it. Anybody got any comments? Leave it in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Unplug from the Matrix. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Black Watch, Commanding General Yahana. Cross the Line Radio, Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. You know what I'm saying? The Inconvenient Truth, One West Radio. You know what I mean? What else we got? Toxic Masculinity.
Come on.
We got so many things going on in the nation of Israel, man. You know what I mean? Like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? Tell a friend, and make sure the friend tell his friend and her friend. You know what I mean? We got an email address on here, blackkingsofisrael@gmail.com. If you have any comments or suggestions, send us some info, man. You know what I mean? Also, go to www.icpk.com for more information. And the new website Commandant General Yohana has, blackwatch.news. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to go on there and check it out.
Damn right.
ISUPK, home of the truth, unplugged from the matrix. Priest and officer 500 Tabawan Yahawada. You know what I'm saying? Priest and officer of 1,000 Ayazab. You already know the thing. Unplugged from the matrix. Let's get it, brother.
Come on. Oh man. Oh, so where shall we go next? So let's see here. Bear with me just a second, out of one. You know what? Let's go into this one, because if it's too wild with you, I want to talk about the Boy Scouts, because we just got off of. Let's just show we said that this is their culture, and the sister made a comment, and we said this is their culture, and right on time something just happened or this story came out today, or maybe yesterday, right? So I want to talk about this. Come on, give the sister a hand, right? And this is a topic that is very, not when I say pause, not dear to me, but intriguing to me, because I've always, just kind of read a lot about all kinds of different things or whatever. And this is a topic that when I talk about it and I see it, it's almost scary how real it is. And people don't realize how the attack is going to come. The sister said, can you put the sister's comment on the screen one more time, Adawan, please? Come on, the water, Adawan. The sister said next will be pedophilia. Now, many people have said, we're living in a time right now, you brought it up earlier, Adawan, you got the transgender movement, right? The LGBTQLING, so on and so forth. You understand? You know what I mean? They're pushing it. You got Dwayne Wade pushing his son to be a girl, and they're saying, celebrating, right? I had another story we didn't talk about, but they just somebody, I think they made a transgender, like the Miss USA or Miss something, Miss America, something like that.
Yeah,
something.
It won a crown for some pageant thingy.
Right. It won a crown for some pageant as a woman. You understand? And so we see the direction is going. And these same people will say, when you say, well, the next thing they'll try to support and try to say is okay is pedophilia, they'll say, no, pedophilia is wrong, yada, yada, yada. But here's the kicker. And we're gonna talk about this article. The way they're gonna do it, it's not gonna be some dirty old man. See, because
right.
that would alert people. It won't be some dirty old Catholic preacher or some dirty old man. You know who's going to try to usher in the pedophilia, who they're going to try to use? And General Hyman kind of brought it out yesterday in the class, right?
Right.
They're going to use kids. That's how they're going to do it. They're going to use kids. The same way right now kids are the voice of transgenderism. They're letting little boys decide. No, they're letting little boys decide, well, I'm really a girl. And what are the parents doing? They're falling back. What is Dwayne Wade saying? Dwayne Wade is saying, well, who am I to tell my son what he is? Who am I to say, no, you can't do that? No, you shouldn't be that. The parents are falling back. They're saying, well, no, the kids are smart enough to make this decision. The kids are smart enough to know what they are. Well, what happens what if Zaya Wade decides that decides that they're smart enough to have sex? Then what? Then what will Dwayne Wade say?
Then you know what? You can't stop the child from making the decision.
Right.
So, if that child still like to coach you in.
No, come on, please. Go ahead, sir.
That you're saying that because you allow a child, right, to make certain decisions like smoke weed. Now, when that child decides to smoke weed, and you make weed legal, you can chastise a child for picking up a blunt at 5 years old. Same thing with pedophilia. It has to start somewhere. It has to be coerced and you know what I'm saying, nurtured in such a way that it becomes the norm after a while.
Exactly.
Bible speaks.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
At the end of the day, when they put all these things in place, you know what's gonna happen? That child gonna say, well, I mean, I know he's 45 years old and I'm 11, but that's who I want to be with.
There it is, sir. That's it right there. Con. And our people don't, and people in general don't see it, but I don't give a damn about the other nations. I really don't. I don't care about the other nations, but at the end of the day, in the ISUPK, as the scripture said, that's such a great scripture you brought out, Adawan. Great precept where it says, when the righteous are in rulership, you know what I'm saying, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. The ISUPK, we don't advocate or in any way, I don't want to see oppressors getting raped by old men. You understand? I don't want to see little heathen girls being molested by some 30, 40, 50-year-old man. I don't want 20. I don't give a damn what we don't want to see that. We believe in righteousness.
Right.
You understand? We push righteousness no matter who the hell it is. You understand? But we take care of our people first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is going to deal with these other people. And when he's ready to send his son, to send Christ, you know what I'm saying, and them 200 million black angels to completely revolt and turn things back the way they belong, and we'll be in rulership, guess what? Heathens are going to rejoice because they don't got to worry about their little daughter being molested by some sick bastard that they think is their friend. You understand? They don't got to worry about that. And this story we're about to read right now shows you in America, and I'm so glad it says Boy Scouts of America, because in this place, this is normal. Salaki. So let me go ahead and start reading. You want to bring something else first?
Nah, you too up. Come on, bro.
Con. This is from NPR, right? A major news outlet, right? This was just updated today, about 11 hours ago. Boy Scouts of America reaches historic settlement with sexual abuse survivors. Ooh-wee. The Boy Scouts of America, Salaki. The Boy Scouts of America has reached an $850 million settlement with more than 60,000 men who sued the iconic institution over alleged sexual abuse by adults in scouting over several decades.
You hear that, right? You're listening to that, right? So when our people trust in the oppressor and send our kids to these institutions and think that, you know what I mean, they're getting the best education, we're getting the best this and best that and blah, blah, blah. Read the amount they have to pay out in what?
Come on.
That part one more time, Babu Kusha.
The Boys concert, Slaki.
I don't know if you all ever had an exquisite piece of brisket. We did in Houston, Texas recently. You know what I mean? And you know, normally when you have that brisket, you would put it and marinate it with everything, all the spices and nice things, you know, for 2 days or whatever, 24 hours, and it goes inside of the meat and grill it, do whatever. That is how what we're saying should go inside of your spirit, Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Let what we say and we teach all people in the UPK under Commandant General Yana go inside of you, because it's important. Boy Scouts of America paid out how much, brother?
$850 million.
Keep going, brother.
With more than 60,000 men who sued the iconic institution over alleged sexual abuse by adults in scouting over several decades. The agreement announced on Thursday is the first legal settlement in a long list of lawsuits against the Boy Scouts, which filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in February 2020.
Wait, so there's no more Boy Scouts because they had to pay out so much money.
Pretty much, yeah.
The organization had to get shut down.
Yeah.
Barakata Yahweh Shai. No more little white boys and Asian boys and black boys, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Americans, gonna be abused and raped
Right.
and sexually harassed by sexual deviants who come into that organization for the sole purpose of having sex with little boys, just like the Catholic Church.
That's right. Damn right. I believe the Catholic Church, they also just reached a settlement with some folks too. This is this is what they do. Let's keep going, if I may, sir. Ken Rothweiler, one of 3 lead negotiators on behalf of the men who say they were raped, molested, or sexually harassed as children, called it historic. In an email statement, he called the deal the largest settlement of sexual abuse claims in United States history. It is more than double the group's initial proposal to victims. So they tried to get away. They tried to pay them what, like $400 million? That's what they tried to get them to pay, and they was like, nah, that ain't gonna work. Under the terms of the agreement, local councils are expected to contribute to the settlement fund. Court documents state they are required to pay at least $300 million. Another aspect of the deal requires non-monetary commitments to abuse victims, including youth protection measures, a reporting system, formation of a child protection committee, and information sharing related to abuse claims. Rothweiler and his law firm represent more than 16,000 alleged victims of the abuse, much of which was chronicled and recorded in an internal list of leaders. Oh boy, listen to this. Much of which was chronicled and recorded in an internal list of leaders preying on boys called the Perversion Files, dating back to the 1940s.
Now listen to me. If you all don't see the signs of the times and see the things that is being revealed right now inside of America and all over the earth, and we don't get ourselves right, listen, you know, when that sky crack, if you ain't ready, you'll never be ready. You know what I mean? They knew that these people, we have to be very careful how we speak, because they like to flag our stuff. These people, these men, they had records of all who were sexual deviants and preyed on little boys. They had it. So that means what? All that tells me is I have a mechanic shop. I have records of all the different parts and the employees and how good they work and how bad they work.
Count, if I may, sir.
Come on.
No, I don't want what you're saying is just heavy because, again, I implore people, brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, to do some reading and some research. You know what I'm saying? Not of course, you make sure that whatever you're reading is in accordance with the scriptures, but if you're reading something for the purposes of, you know, trying to get an understanding of something medical or psychological or something, you can read that, right? I implore brothers and sisters to do some research and read these things because this is scientifically documented. You understand? Sexual deviance. Let me say it like this, if I may, I don't want real quick.
Come on.
I remember seeing something about serial killers in the 60s and 70s. Mm-hmm. And a lot of serial killers, their killing was tied to their sexual desires. And often what they would do is they would bring a relic. So if they killed somebody near a building and there was like a rock there, they would like take the rock, right? If they killed somebody and it was near like a flower shop and there were some flowers there, they would take one. They wanted something that they can remind them of what happened, of what they did. You understand? Because it's like a sexual thing in their brain that sticks, which is what General brought out yesterday. It sticks and they're like obsessed with it and they can't let it go. And so now with the advent of cameras and camera phones, especially, and easy access to that, sexual deviants, like those kind of people who have this mental illness, mental problem, they like to have a relic of it. They like to keep records of it. They like to have something to remind them, hey, remember when we did this? Remember when I did this? So these disgusting people, like you said, I'm going to be careful. These disgusting people were keeping records of their rape, of their deviancy. they would have the little boys' names and they would have tapes and they would put it on files so they can always go back and reminisce about what they did to that boy. Good, sir.
It's like they're keeping a scorecard of
Right.
of wickedness that they do. We say wickedness, but to them it's beautiful.
Con.
So this thing would sleep with 10 boys, and then this other thing would say, "Man, I have one on you, man."
Right.
We'll compare stats.
And
like this is a diabolical place.
Right. Con. This is why, if you again do the research, you'll find out that the child pornography industry is worth trillions of dollars, billions of dollars. Men and people who basically, how do I say it, produce child pornography, they send it to other people on the dark web and they make money. And other people be like, "Oh, you did this with a 6-year-old? I'll pay for that. I'll buy that. Oh, you did this." That's how they are. They keep records of it because, like you said, their wickedness to them is beautiful. They don't care who they hurting. They don't care what child is going to be tormented for the rest of their life or completely destroyed. They're so filled with lust and just vile, as the scripture say, vile affections.
Yeah, but if you could, give me Romans 1 and 2.
Con. The vile affections.
You mentioned that. That's a 2 precept. So these are some of the scriptures that your pastor in your church, they ain't never gonna read that. You know why? Because he's talking about him.
Con. This is the book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 26.
Uh-huh.
For this cause, the Most High gave them up unto vile affections.
Give me 25. Start from 25, Babu.
Con. So lock it, sir.
Yeah, you 12. Yeah, let's listen to what the Bible says, and not formulate our opinion about the evil going on in the world right now. Come on.
Book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 25.
Uh-huh.
Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie?
Say that one more time.
Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie?
Now, what is the truth? The truth is that a grown man should deal with a grown woman.
Okay.
That's the truth. Ain't nowhere that a grown man should be dealing with a 11-year-old, a 9-year-old, and so on and so forth. That's not the truth. As you said earlier on, if I have an apple field with apples, I'm not going to pick all the apples when they're super green and not really mature yet.
Right.
But in this society, they change the truth of God into a lie where a man can pick an apple that is not even ready to harvest. Meaning this is a metaphor. I'm using this on purpose. As Officer Tabo once said, the culture of the oppressor and these other nations are that they are pedophile, rapists, and murderers. You know what I'm saying? And they change the truth of God into a lie, meaning we learn from these people thinking that what we doing is right, which is wrong.
That's right.
Who changed the truth of God into a lie? The oppressor, who is the devil the Bible speaks of, and all his nations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep reading, brother.
Con. And worshipped and served the creature more than the creator.
You see that? In a nutshell, what I just said. The Lord put things in place for everybody. In other words, we were supposed to be the ones governing this entire earth. But because we decided to follow after the other nations, they're ruling over top of us. So the role has been flipped. You know what I mean? We serve and worship the creature more than the creator. The oppressor is a creature.
That's right.
The oppressor is a beast. He's the devil the Bible speaks of. You know what I mean? And we worship him and follow him and all what he does and these other nations more than our power. Keep reading, brother.
Con. Salakia, who is blessed forever. Amen. Verse 26. For this cause, the Most High gave them up unto vile affections.
Unto what?
vile affections,
rape,
vile affections,
pedophilia.
vile affections,
Boy Scouts of America,
vile affections,
lesbianism,
vile affections,
the gay movement.
vile affections.
You see that? You want to add anything, Tabawan?
So you doing your thing. That's what it is, sir. I can keep reading. Con. For even their women.
For good night. Let's just pay attention to this, Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. For even their women. Becky is a whore, you know that, right?
That's right.
Salaka. And she'll sleep with another woman. And where do we learn that from? The creature, man.
Con.
Because in the book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 16, it clearly says that a woman's desire should be to her husband. And he created male and female in the beginning.
Right.
He never said anything about two females or two male. Where do we get these things from? We get these things from the creature, the oppressor, these other nations, that vile affection. Keep reading, brother.
Con. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
What is the natural use of a woman? A natural use of a woman is to, you know what I'm saying, be with a man. And according to General Mahimin, when both of them flat like a pancake, you know what I mean?
Con.
You receive, you know what I'm saying, that pleasure that comes with sleep from her husband and vice versa.
Con.
That's how the Most High set it up initially.
Con.
But who changed the truth of God into a lie? The oppressor. He says it's an alternative lifestyle if you decide that you're a man and you could sleep with another man.
Con. And if I may, sir.
Come on, Tabo.
And just like you, how we blasting these disgusting men sleeping with little boys, little girls. The scripture's talking about the woman leaving her natural use, man. Don't forget about these nasty, wicked women too, man.
Right.
And this goes for all the other nations or whatever, and the sisters who fall into that disgusting demonic thing as well.
Right.
Too many brothers, man. I mean, almost damn near every black Hispanic man I've ever met in my life has at some point in his life had some dirty old woman, you know what I'm saying, touch on him a certain way or whatever. And because in America, a young black Hispanic or Native Indian or it's like a black Hispanic and Native Indian man is taught that, oh, well, you're supposed to grow up to be a goddamn, sex addict. You're supposed to grow up and want to have sex with everything that moves, that you should be happy that your goddamn teacher touched on you when you were 7. That you should enjoy, you know what I'm saying, that you had actually had sex with your female guidance counselor when you were 12. And many of us are taught that that's what we're supposed to feel. And so we felt that when we were younger as we got older. But in the ISUPK, we go about what's righteous and what's right. And the reality is that these women who prey on these little boys for whatever vile affections and wicked imaginations they have are disgusting. And
right.
they're no different. They're no different than a man who takes advantage of some little girl.
Right.
They're no different. They just like the scripture is saying, they are women who change the natural use. The natural use for a woman is like you said, Armand, for her to get in that bed flat as a pancake and let that man tie fire. For her to be with a masculine brother, you understand, who is going to show, you know what I'm saying? He's going to really show her what the difference between a man and a woman is. But she want to get in bed with some little boy so she can feel like, I guess, I don't know, she's in charge or, whatever the hell it is, sickness she got in her mind. You understand? But that's
a deviant demon, brother.
Come on, Khan. Damn right, Adawan. That's all I wanted to say. Adawan, I keep reading, sir.
Khan, to water, brother. That was heavy.
Khan. For even the women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
Right.
Verse 20. Yes, sir. Please.
And the Bible is so specific. It is saying that the behavior that we see in the Blacks, Latino, and Native American community, because we follow and worship the creature more than the creator, is what? Read it one more time.
Khan. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
Against what?
Nature.
You see that? That's the key right there. Is it natural for, as you said, a woman to be in bed with a little boy or a little girl, or a grown man to be in bed with a little boy or a little girl, or two men or two women? No. Is that natural? What is to say? What she asked? Are they considered Jezebels, or do we call them something else? Now we call them sexual deviants. That's what we call them. Because their lust for whatever the deviant act is that demon inside of their head causing them to do it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So like, keep going.
Come on, sir. Salakia. Verse 27. And likewise also the men.
And likewise also the men. The same sexual deviant behavior we see in the women, we see it in the men. The men changing their natural use, the women changing their natural use. You know what I'm saying? And doing things which is against nature, against the natural order that the Most High set. You know what I mean? Barakata Yahweh Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying? That the Boy Scouts of America got shut down and bankrupt because of the immense sexual deviant acts going on inside of that organization, man. And a lot of brothers and sisters who subscribe to that type of behavior, well, Lord be with you. You know what I'm saying? In that day. Keep going, brother.
Come. Leaving the natural use of the woman.
So lock it. Come on, brother.
Burned in their lust.
In their what?
Lust.
In that sexual deviant demon inside of their head. Burning with that lust for little boys or little girls. You know what I'm saying? Or other men or other women. That demon is in their head. That's a sickness. I remember I had brought out a story and read out some articles when I used to live in Durham concerning gayism or homosexuality. In the early, I would say 70s and 60s, 80s, thereabout, to be gay, they will consider you to have a psychological damaged mind, or they would put you right along a psychopath or somebody crazy.
Right. It was considered a mental illness.
There you go. Simply put, you know what I mean? Now, what we're bringing out over a period of time, it has been systematically shifted into being accepted as the norm, being accepted as it's okay. Why? Because the creature is who we believe in and not God. You know what I mean? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you need to be unplugged from the matrix. You need to wake up to the truth. You know what I'm saying? Number one said it earlier on. When you know the truth, it will make you free. It will make you free. You will become free from all the sexual deviant acts. You will become free from all the drug use and all the other things that plague in our communities right now. You'll become free of it. You will know right from wrong. There's only two things. It's either you're good or you're wicked. Either you're right or you're wrong. Where are you going to stand? You know what I'm saying? There ain't no gray line with God. There ain't no purgatory. You do good, you attain life. You keep the laws and commandments, you attain life. You disobey, you die. Simple. Which one do you want? Select your type of one.
So let me finish the scripture.
Come.
Burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error.
Wait, slow down. Of their what?
Of their error.
You sure you have that word correct? You sure that's what it's in the Bible?
And receiving in themselves that recompense of their error.
So pedophilia is what?
Error.
Homosexuality is what?
Error.
Boys sleeping, men sleeping with little boys, little girls, and having orgies and threesomes and all of these other things, women rubbing on each other, is what?
Error.
Come on, Tabawan. We can't make this up in 2021.
That's right. Damn right.
We can't be making this up, man. Keep going, brother.
Which was meat.
In other words, that's what they choose to do,
Right.
but it's an error.
That's right.
And they're going to get their punishment for it.
Damn right.
In due time. That's what the scripture is saying. Your pastor don't read that for you in the church.
La
At all.
La
I need a slight beverage. My lips is becoming very parched.
I thought you had something over there, out of one.
Yeah, it's on the other side. I have to, you know what I'm saying, travel to go get it in the other.
No, we got to start implementing. We need to have some real commercials on this show. We need to be able to have some little if we need to take a quick 3 to 5 minute break, have just a line of advertisements promoting Captain Tazaryak and Lily's Creations. You know what I'm saying? Right. Promoting the different what's the one in Florida? Florida where? What's the one?
Florida UPK wear.
Florida UPK wear. Addictive Chaos. We need all the different vendors. We need commercials for all of that so we can run them in just a streamlined joint in the middle of the show.
Gunpowder.
Yeah. What's that one?
Exodus Gunpowder. I got it. The sister Exodus, she gave me a
oh snap! Most High Christ.
I used it a couple of times. Taste, but I have to. You know what I'm saying, get used to it.
No sweat.
Right. Yeah, but it works.
Con. That's what we need, sir. Most High Christ.
Yeah, man.
I'm still waiting for a UPK brother to have a damn a distillery or make his own whiskey or scotch.
Listen, that can be done, you know, but inside of America is a wicked place. You're going to have to jump so many hurdles to get the shit done. I just pray that when the kingdom gets destroyed, we'll establish everything in a righteous way.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? And Salakia, you wanted to bring out anything? I just wanted to run Gullah Jack. You know what I mean? Just run Gullah Jack. Even if
run Gullah Jack, and then we ended on Shikari.
All right, Musa and Christ.
Come on. 3 solid stories today, out of one. Well done. I know we kind of ended up starting late due to some technical difficulties, but the water to everybody for tuning in with us. If I can do a quick roll call, out of one.
Come on, brother.
Con. Hey, man. Shout out to everybody been here. Shout out to UPK Alo Shalom, sis. Shout out to Princess. I might be pronouncing your name wrong, sis. Kolke, Salakia. Shalom, sis. Officer Yanazar, my brother, what's going on? How about you, man? Good to see you, bro. Got my rib up in here, Princess Lavaya, Shalom. Got Officer Shaw out of South Carolina, my brother. What's that song, Shaw? Tooling. That's my joint. I'm tooling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, Shaw, you need to send me them things, brother.
Yo, them joints is hard, man.
Yeah, man.
That's my song, man. So shout out to Officer Shaw. We got the brother Julio Flores out of South Carolina, Shalom out. We got I'm a One. I'm a One is out in
Is Houston, Texas?
Is Houston, Texas? Houston, Texas?
I'm a One. Where you at?
Where you at? I'm a One. Salakia.
Is somebody? Hold on a second. Somebody put a long ass thing in it.
Oh boy.
You see it, right?
Yeah, I see it.
I need my drink. Give me 1 second.
I think this is just a troll right here, like, you know.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean? We know what to do with trolls.
Yeah, some hater on Facebook. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah, that's cool. Bye, troll. Yeah, we don't have time for all of that stuff. Like me personally, I ain't allowing no pussy hole to come inside of our thing and stop us from doing the work of the Lord. You know what I mean? Straight up. I don't care. Salakia.
No sweat. So you want to run that Gullah Jack?
Yeah, let's see how that thing sung in there, brother.
Most High in Christ.
Now you hear the instrumental running, right?
Yeah, that's ain't hard.
Yeah. Go ahead. Come on, West shit. Go ahead. Go ahead. Rockin' this shit. Go ahead. Look, I keep it low to the T. You can't play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngest did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Go ahead. This shit is too easy. I'm on go, but they don't believe me. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming, Benny. And the fellas screaming out bloody murder. I'm about to close the curtain. Mama grind, bitch, and working. Sorry, all them lies, it ain't working. Them niggas weak, cause they be churching. I'm a West nigga, that's for certain. If he cross the line, I'ma back up and I'ma hit his ass with his virus. And I come through 300 strong, 144 Leonidas. All my niggas we eat. I'm in this bitch with the itis. Say, all y'all do the sweet. Jay Ollie through the street. When nigga made the wrong move, he make his ass obsolete. He ain't one of us hit the lead. He ain't one of us here preach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Go ahead. I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did it sweet. This a whole nother way. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat.
You see this look that's on my face, bitch? I'm for real with it. I hit the streets, put on my cleats, was in the field with it. Off his cotton, just an actor, Uncle Phil with it. And then my target's on the move, but I can still hit it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Call Jack revolutionary. Cold on him like January. Commanding general is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he weak. It's wartime for peace. Think you hard, nigga, you ain't. Fuck with us, nigga, you can't. You smart cars, we tanks. We form up in ranks. We body bag this rap shit. All black, no bright shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall on them, that's cap shit.
I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Go ahead.
Woo.
Come on.
Legendary. Ooh.
I don't know what else to say, brother.
that joint is crazy right there.
Like UPK music is just, you know what I mean? If you gay, you wouldn't be able to understand it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Simple.
I'm just saying, bro. Like,
Right.
You gay, you can't understand this type of music.
Right.
This is not for you.
Damn right. That's a fact. Damn.
Anyway, what we got over here? Sorry, in Florida, a 24-year-old woman killed her ex-girlfriend, new boyfriend. That's what the sister just brought out there in the message.
We're gonna have to look for that story and bring that out another day, man. That's like, as in, like, she was a lesbian.
Yeah, and she killed. This look, it's on the screen. You know what I mean? The 24-year-old woman kills her ex-girlfriend, new boyfriend. Meaning that this dyke couple or gay couple, excuse me. She said she posted it on Facebook.
I'm not sure if I have the sister on Facebook, but
she on my Facebook, definitely. We're gonna check it out, sis. 2 out for that. And then definitely we're gonna bring it out in detail next week, Lord of Law. We got like 7 minutes left, we have one more story that we're gonna browse through. You know what I mean? Officer Taba One, whenever you're ready, let me know.
Con.
You want the one where she talk on
Yeah, I wanted to get the video. Let's see if we can get the video up and just
where she spoke about it on the morning show.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get that up and just kind of scroll over. So I think she starts talking around like the 6-minute mark, something like that. Let's hear her say it. Let's just hear her say it, because again, with this situation, we want to be delicate because we're gonna wait. You know what I'm saying, for Commanding General Yohana for the official UPK stance.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we can speak on what we know.
Right.
And what we do know is that the oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of.
Damn right.
And that our people are living in hell. And that these athletes that we look at as entertainment and everything, these athletes, we brought it out with the sister, what's her name? The tennis player out of one? You know the one.
Yes, Osaka.
Yeah, Naomi Osaka. These athletes, like we said with the brothers who got out of jail, no amount of money is going to change oppression. No amount of money is going to make you, being black in America, being Hispanic in America, being Native Indian in America, not be hell. This place is our torment. You understand? And so this sister, we feel for the sister because what she's going to say when she talks, man, she was self-medicating because she had issues and she was unhappy. And America, the same place that teaches you, now you can go to Colorado and smoke weed all day long,
right?
Like it's nothing.
This place, the place of hypocrites, brother.
Right, Con. No, damn right. You can go to in New York. Last time I went back home to New York, I'm telling you, the whole city just smells like weed. Like even if it's still not quite legal yet, it is being completely decriminalized as such that you can smoke weed and they just give you a ticket if they even feel like doing that. And the sister is in a place where they're teaching that self-medication is a good thing. And unfortunately, she squandered a great opportunity for, her career as a runner. Like, I mean, this is gonna, hopefully she can bounce back, but let's see what is said about it. If you could cue up the video out of one.
So like that's the issue I was having early on with the internet. It drops.
I might be able to screen share it, sir.
I got it.
I'm gonna read a little bit of article while you queuing that up. Yeah. This is an article from CNN.
Does it have audio, bro?
It should. I watched it on that website earlier.
I'm not hearing it. Oh, I moved it to YouTube. That's right. Let me see. I'm not hearing nothing.
No sweat, sir. I'll give it a go if it's not working on your side. But this is the story. Sha'Carri Richardson suspended from U.S. Olympic team after testing positive for marijuana. U.S. track and field star Sha'Carri Richardson has been suspended for 1 month from the Olympic team after testing positive for THC, a chemical found in marijuana. Oh, there you go, Arwan. You still can't hear it?
I'm not sure if I can hear it, but I got it on here.
Con.
I'll just play it while you read the other thing.
Con. A chemical found in marijuana. The U.S. anti-doping agency announced on Friday. The rules are clear, but this is heartbreaking on many levels. Hopefully, her acceptance of responsibility and apology will be an important example to us all that we can successfully overcome our regrettable decisions despite the costly consequences of this one, to her, said USADA CEO Travis T.
She failed the drug test, telling her finals win. She failed the drug test for THC. Tested positive for THC, the chemical found in marijuana. According to her lawyers, Sha'Carri has been.
Go ahead, brother.
No, actually, this part actually segues into this actual interview. So you can go ahead and show the interview where she starts talking, sir. You got to, it's like around the maybe 5 to 6 minute mark.
5 to 6 minute mark.
Yeah, there she goes. So a little bit before. Keep going right there.
And after being notified of her failed drug test, Richardson tweeted yesterday, "I am human." Savannah. Chanel, thank you. And Sha'Carri Richardson joins us now. Good morning, Sha'Carri. I just want to ask
before we go over there and do anything. This is what I want to say. First of all, look at her eyelashes. This is what the scriptures say about the haughty looks and the eyelashes and all of that stuff. Like at the end of the day, she got blonde hair. You know what I mean? Clearly, the sister is on a different mindset, or Americanized mindset, or an oppressive mindset. So I mean, she's following after everybody that she knows, basically. You know what I mean? I bet Beyonce is her role model, or some shit like that. I'm just saying this to prove a point, in that just by the look, we can tell that the sister has issues.
Right.
You know what I mean? In UPK, we know that she has issues.
Right. Con. That's a heavy point, sir.
Somebody in the world might not see what we see, but we know she has issues. Right. Just by how she looks in just this shot right there.
Right.
So, Laka, if I may continue, brother.
a simple question first. How are you doing?
I'm blessed to be alive. That's about it.
This is not easy. This is a hard moment that you're in right now. And I thank you for being on. And I know you wanted to tell your story. So tell me, what happened? What led up to this positive test?
Just honestly, I want to take responsibility for my actions. I know what I did. I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm allowed not to do, and I still made that decision. But not making an excuse or looking for any empathy in my case, but just, however, being in that position of my life, finding out something like that, something that I would say is probably one of the biggest things that have impacted me positively and negatively in my life when it comes to dealing with the relationship I have with my mother. So that definitely was a very heavy topic on me, and people don't understand what it's like to have to, or people do. We all have our different struggles. We all have our different things we deal with. But to put on a face, to have to go in front of the world and put on a face and hide my pain, like who are you, or who am I to tell you how to cope when you're dealing with a pain or you're dealing with a struggle that you...
Now, brother, if I may, Baba Kusha, she says, who are you, you know what I'm saying, to tell me how to cope with my pain or my struggle or whatever you're going through. You know how some of the oppressors' kids cope with their pain? They're going to shoot up a school.
Right. That's right.
You know what I mean? They what's that dude name that had the AR and he went and he murdered 2 people in the street? What was his name?
Oh.
We brought that story out weeks ago.
Months ago. Yeah. Man, I forgot his name, but yeah, he moked them out. He got them.
Right. The Florida shooting, 17 people died in the school.
Right.
That's how we cope. She's smoking weed. We're not advocates for smoking weed. Don't get it twisted. We're not. And as Officer Tabo once said, we're going to wait for Commandant General Yano or General Miami to give the official stance. I'm not going to speak too much on it, but this is what I'm going to say. The sister has issues.
Right. That's
and
the point.
As any Black, Latino, or Native American inside of America, just like the sister Osaka, a lot of pressure is put on you when you go in front of the camera and when you have to do all these other things and so on and so forth. She probably was molested. I don't know. I'm not saying that she was. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm saying she has a lot of stuff she's dealing with. And her coping mechanism is to smoke weed, which is not a coping mechanism. Really, it's just you're a drug addict. But that's how she uses it. We have coaches and other people snorting cocaine in the bathroom and doing all that. And that their stories don't never be brought out like this and publicized. But everything that has to do with a Black, Latino, or Native American man, woman, or child, it has to be on a billboard for everybody to see. while the oppressor, who is the devil the Bible speaks of, stealing countries, raping and robbing everybody.
That's right.
Going into countries and draining and bleeding them dry of their resources.
That's right.
For a little weed. You suspend her. All right, cool, no sweat. I would be like Osaka, yo, I'll give all of them the middle finger and say adios.
Right.
But guess what? She probably came from the hood. She need that money. She need that, you know what I'm saying? That fame, that glory, whatever.
Right.
I just pray that all these brothers and sisters, man, all these things happening to, brother, they find the truth. They find the UPK. Find the UPK in a city near you. You ever hear the commercials and the trailers coming this Friday to a theater near you?
Right.
Yeah. We have a school near you.
That's right.
Find it.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Salaka, brother. You want me to continue the video?
Or
you want me to clip it?
No, you can play a little bit more. A little bit more.
Never experienced before, or that you've never thought you would have to deal with. Like, who am I to tell you how to cope? Who am I to tell you that you're wrong for hurting? So I think just honestly, just leading up to that, dealing with my mental health, dealing with my mental as is with leading up to the games. Every time stepping on the track, definitely expected to be a record-breaking time or something like that. So just with that, pressure in itself was also just another thing. With this actually been my first full professional career, my first full professional circuit this year due to the pandemic. So just considering all of that put together, long time, my agent, my sponsor, my sponsorship, my family, knowing me dealing with all of this stuff. So,
you can clip it there, sir.
I just want people to understand where you're coming from.
The point, if I may, sir. Come on, I just wanted to say that, and this is something I saw Captain Mashat say weeks ago. And other brothers, what I'm saying, generals as well. This show is called Unplugged from the Matrix. And in the Matrix, in America, we're taught that money, fame, accolades, any of those tangible things are, that they mean something and they carry some kind of weight. But what this sister is going through, just like what Naomi Osaka did, just like all these different athletes, Serena, like all these different athletes, what happens with them? The reality is you can see in this sister's eyes, and you could have seen it even before, which is what brother said. She's always been in pain. This sister has been in hell. She's in hell and is from hell and has been going through hell all her life. And no matter how fast she runs, no matter how much money and endorsements they throw at her, no matter how much fame she gets, no matter how much strangers on the internet say, "You go, girl," none of that is going to, it won't be enough. It's not going to change the condition. It's not going to change the reality, that your people are still in the ghetto. It's not going to change the reality that your mother died. And it's not going to change the reality that what your relationship may or may not be like with your father, or the fact that this sister, if I'm not mistaken, because again, we just talked about it in the last segment, I believe this sister is a lesbian, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me. If anybody knows in the chat, let me know. I believe she has a girlfriend. You understand what I'm saying? And as we've been saying, that doesn't come out of thin air. As our people, that's not our natural way. The scriptures just told you that's a vile affection. That's not the natural way we do things. That may be how they do things, but not us. So when you see us doing these things, you have to know that the source, somewhere there's some hurt, somewhere there's some pain, somewhere there's some damage that is causing it. And that same damage made this sister say to herself, you know what? Well, time to get high. Just like that brother on the corner that you walk past.
Damn right.
You think that brother on the corner, he's something, he's just low because he smokes crack. No, he's trying to get high just like Shikari was trying to get high.
To escape the harsh, wicked, hellish reality that blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans live inside of America.
And that's what it is, Adawan. And we're going to bring out more on this. We're going to continue to follow this story. We're going to wait for Commanding General Yohana or any of the generals, you know what I'm saying, to give the official stance, UPK stance, and we're going to go from there and bring out more next week. But if I may, so Tawab's show, you know what I'm saying, we hit 3 heavy topics, heavy emotional topics today, even with the short time that we had, you know what I'm saying. So again, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, we going to keep rolling and rocking with it. Keep rocking and rolling with it. The water to everybody that tuned in, unplugged from the Matrix. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the page, as well as to the other ISUPK podcast radio shows such as Black Watch. That is the flagship. Black Watch is the flagship podcast or radio show in the ISUPK. Make sure you're tuned into that. Oh, don't forget about, no, matter of fact, I can't say it better than you. What the hell am I doing?
Now
you go ahead and tell them about Kaboom Radio.
You got it, brother. Come on.
Come on, Kaboom Radio, if I'm not mistaken, is broadcasted 24/7?
24/7.
I mean, good night.
Probably 25/8, but you know what I mean? Yeah.
Go.
It's broadcasted from, you know what I mean, North Carolina. You already know the things already. You know what I mean? KR144 Kaboom Radio live. We got the podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
You see what we got on there?
Ooh wait. Most High in Christ.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got the whole works, man. I just want all people. You know what I mean, go ahead, brother.
No, so I was gonna ask you a question. I was gonna ask you a question. So correct me if I'm wrong. You're telling me that if a person wants to be not plugged into the Matrix, but plugged in with the UPK, that all they have to do is get on Kaboom Radio, and they'll automatically be listening to Black Watch, Let a Hebrew Speak, Cross the Line Radio, and Unplugged from the Matrix without even doing anything?
Con. Con.
Do we have an email list?
Right here.
I'm done. No.
All the contact information is right there, brother. You know what I'm saying? You can email us at info at kr144kaboomradio.com.
Are we emailing them consistently?
Well, we are not emailing them consistently. What happens is, you know, when people come to the website, just so that we know that we have, you know what I'm saying, people, so we put them on the mailing list. Once they put the information in here, like your name, your email address, and you leave a message, then we will know, all right, so XYZ from XYZ and ABC, you know what I'm saying, contacted us. So now we know who to send information out to.
If I could, I don't want not now, you know what I'm saying, I actually got to go handle some biz, but let's get up with each other within the next couple of days. I want to talk about maybe, you know, I want to work on sending them consistent emails. I would like to work on that.
Okay, no sweat, brother. Tuwada for that.
Come on, sir.
But the website is up, you know what I'm saying? It's functional. Like even right now, if I click on it, it's going to loop back because it's playing exactly what we have going on.
Most time place.
So
you a damn genius, Adawan.
Nah, I ain't no genius. I mean, the most I give me a talent and I using it for the truth and to help our people, you know what I mean?
Damn right.
That's what it is, you know what I mean? I ain't shit. You know what I mean?
Come on. Me neither. I ain't shit neither. So
and I don't mean it in the way that
come on, yeah.
The world would say, oh, this thing ain't shit. Nah, meaning I'm just a vessel that the Lord uses to do.
It's the Lord. It's the Lord. Most High in Christ. Come on. Hey, I don't want you got it, sir. Go ahead, let them know what the deal is, and let's click.
Unplug from the Matrix, brother. Unplug from the Matrix. To all the brothers and sisters who came in, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Salakia, I was going to say something, but it slipped my mind. Never mind. Big up Commanding General Yohana. Big up the generals, captains, officers, troopers, women, sisters, babies. You know what I'm saying? Tuwada to you. And I'm a prison officer, 500 Tabawani Howard, always, you know what I'm saying, right there to make sure everything went smoothly alongside yours truly, prison officer of 1,000. As we gonna get this thing rocking, man.
All right.
Hey, shalom, Yahweh Brakatam,
Yahweh. Shalom, Israel.
Yeah. Go ahead. Come on, West. Go ahead. Go ahead. Rockin' this shit. Yeah. Go ahead. Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Man, this shit is too easy. I'm on gold, but they don't believe me. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming Vinny, VJ. Leave them devils screaming out bloody murder. I'm about to close the curtain. I'm on my grind, bitch, I'm working. Sorry, all them lies, it ain't working. Them niggas weak, cause they be churching. I'm a West nigga, that's for certain. If he cross the line, I'm gonna back up and I'ma hit his ass with his bite. Now come through 300 strong, 144 Leonidas. All my niggas, we eat. I'm in this bitch with the itis. Say, all y'all do the sweet. Tell y'all to do the street. When nigga made the wrong move, he make his ass out the league. He ain't one of us hit the league. He ain't one of us here preach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Go ahead. Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat.
You see this look that's on my face, bitch? I'm for real with it. I hit the streets, put on my cleats, was in the field with it. You soft as cotton, just an actor. Uncle feel with it. And then my target's on the move, bitch, I can still hit it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Color Jack revolutionary. Cold on them like January. Commander Jenner is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he weak. It's wartime for peace. Think you hard, nigga, you ain't. Fuck with us, nigga, you can't. You smart cars, we tanks. We form up in ranks. We body bad, this rap shit. All black, no bright shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall on them, that's cap shit.
I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Go ahead.